welcome to the stage, Matt Owen. Yeah. Man, look at you.
Thank you, sir.
That was amazing.
That was incredible, man. That was incredible. Oh, my Lord. Matt Owen.
How's it going, man? How's it going?
It's going fantastic.
Awesome.
This is so great. We have episode 10. We have the on-stage show tomorrow, and Matt is here for the whole weekend to join us. Isn't that
Pretty
awesome?
excited about it. Pretty excited about it.
God. All right. So,
All right.
got to ask you. It's so cool that you have a tuba. I don't know how many people here can say they've seen a band rock out with a tuba. That's pretty unique. Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us where you started, man.
Well, I started in 6th grade, just like any other musician, I guess, or any other band musician, you know.
That's
in
true.
School.
I started in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Tromboner.
Yeah, I started on trombone.
That's
right?
awesome, dude.
I sucked, man. I was absolutely.
That's awesome.
I was terrible, man. I was bad. No, and I was, you know, we had to take our horns home on the bus and take them home and practice and stuff. Mm-hmm. And the trombone case stands about this high, right? It's pretty annoying to take home.
Side note, I knocked a kid out with mine.
Yeah, see, they were useful weapons, man. Anti-bullying at its best.
Hopefully
man.
he never watches this and remembers.
Right. They're coming for me. No, but so you had to take this horn home and practice or whatever. My beard looks great right now. Yeah. No, you had to take the horn home and practice. Right. And so the tuba was not allowed on the bus. So
I like it's not allowed on the bus.
Yeah, I was like, wait, you mean if
Siege taken.
No, I was like, you know, if I play this thing, I don't have to take it home and practice. Sweet.
The laziest thing ever.
Deal. Yeah, dude. What? Practice? Shh. Pokemon, bro. I got things to do. Dragon Ball Z. So I switched to tuba after begging my band director, you know, for a long time, and then it just stayed that way. I just played tuba forever from then on out.
That's incredible.
It's the saddest story you've ever heard.
It's not.
No, you don't think
you tuba'd into the sunset. That's
yeah,
not
I did.
sad at all.
Tuba into the horizon.
Yeah.
I just love how it started as you being supremely lazy.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I want to be in band just so I'm outside of the house for a little bit, but I don't want to actually do anything.
Right.
And then now here you are, touring the U.S. with this lazy tuba.
Yeah, I don't. Right. Yeah, it's just, I'm paying back my dues for not carrying it on the bus.
So you gave up. You had a full-time job, right? Or you're working in kitchens.
Yeah.
Right? So you were working, and you gave it up to go on the road.
Well, yeah. First, I graduated from the Armed Forces School of Music, and then
the Armed Forces.
Yeah. U.S. Army Strong. Oh. I was in an army band.
Really?
Yeah. You want to back the story up for a second?
Were you in the army?
Yeah, in the National Guard and then Army Reserves for the last. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For how long?
8 years. Same as everybody else. I was in a band.
Same as everyone else. Everyone.
Yeah, I was in a band for 4, and then the last 4 is inactive Ready Reserve, where you just show up and they poke you with needles and test you and you know, make sure that nothing's gonna start growing in any weird areas, you know.
And then they ask you still playing tuba? You're like, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, get out of here.
Thanks for your service.
Yes. Come back when you fire a rifle, you know. Yeah. But no, so I finished all that, the Armed Forces School of Music basic training. Got out, went to my unit, and realized very quickly that was not the kind of music that I wanted to play. So after that, I was like, maybe I can teach. You know, I've always not wanted to teach. That's why I joined the Army. So maybe teaching is the answer, right? I was just looking for a way to play. So I got a job at Birmingham Southern College. I taught there for 2 years. And when you teach as a musician, you no longer have any opportunities to play.
Yeah, because you're always teaching.
Right. So I realized at this point, you know, that I really wanted to play, not teach. So I was like, man, something is not working. Like, I'm going to all these jobs that I think are like the greatest job in the world, and it's not enjoyable, right? So I was like, all right, I got to take a break. So
no one has that experience, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like, everyone's job's like, this job is so good. I'm so glad I have 3 people's jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
In one position.
So so I was like, you know what? I gotta go rethink my life. So I went to Red Lobster, right? Where most people rethink their life.
Everybody has that experience.
Yeah. So
I can't figure life out. I'm going to Red Lobster. We're going to settle this thing out. The lobster station that's 14 hours inland. There you go.
It was a scary place. Hey, the biscuits though. You can't knock those
Cheddar biscuits. That's right.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Yeah, dude.
So I was at Red Lobster, and I don't know. You know, I was just having the greatest time of my life working. at Red Lobster. It's the greatest time of my life working at Red Lobster, right? So this one night, so we entered into this Bonnaroo competition, right? That was
And
like
it's what?
Bonnaroo competition.
Bonnaroo,
Yeah, it was
okay.
the Road to Roo. So all your fans could like kind of vote to put their favorite band in Bonnaroo, right?
Right.
And at the time,
wow.
I didn't really have any songs.
So you just kind
I didn't have any. I just kind of
sorta-
recorded something, put it up there, right?
Come
And I'm pretty good at Facebook. I'm a lot better at Facebook than I am at music. So I like just
I'm good at
completely-
Facebook.
Yeah. So I completely.
I can log in every time.
Just do that on
I have a
stage
picture.
at Bonnaroo.
So I spammed all my friends until we started rising up in these Bonnaroo rankings, right? I'm still working at Red Lobster. We're rising up at the Bonnaroo rankings. I'm at work on my phone every day, like, go vote, oh my God, and like there's lobster burning behind me, and I did not care. So, we're raising up in the rankings or whatever, and we got into first place, and we just stayed there. It was a 2-week competition. Everything
kidding.
below us is just like flipping around, and we're just like
Wow.
skating on first place, right? It was amazing.
Yeah, but
I was like,
surreal.
something's happening, So I'm losing focus at my job that I love so much, and so we
Hold on. I just want you to know that, like, when it comes to Red Lobster, I just imagine that there's just an ice cube with a lobster in it, and you just dump it in a pot. And so it's just like frozen lobsters, because I mean they're not fresh. It's not like the lobsters crawl over to the front door of a lobster and be boiled. You know what I mean?
you.
You don't have to answer that.
A
You don't
lot
have
of
to
them
answer
are
that.
alive, and there's a technique.
A lot of them.
The good ones. The good ones are alive, and there's this knife technique that you have to do to cut, and then you throw it in the pot. But it's this.
Is it a fair fight though? Like, do you give them a knife in their claw? And you gotta kind of battle it out, and then you're
Well,
like,
then
"Ah!"
you at least you take the rubber bands off, and you're like, "Go, sucker, come on," and they're just like, and you just gotta give them the. You guys have seen The Walking Dead, right? That's how you cook a lobster. Just.
All right.
All right, so I'm at Red Lobster.
You learn something new every episode.
I'm at Red Lobster, murdering these lobsters, right? We're rising. We're rising in the rankings, and I'm losing focus. And one day, we drop down 2 days before the competition's over. We drop down to third place, and the competition.
Third place. That's
Yeah.
not even second.
Well, the competition is the top 2 people that finish go to Bonnaroo. So, boop, we're in third, and it never changes, right? So at the end, I'm just
No.
like, I'm just ready to kill somebody at this point. So the guy, I don't know if you guys know how Red Lobster works, but the line is
I
on this
don't.
side, and the cook line is on this side, and the waiters and waitresses are on this side, and you put your plates up, and they come by and grab them, right? Well, there was this guy. There's not a lot of communication between the waitresses and you, right? So there was this guy, nice waiter, whose order was wrong. So what he does with his plates is he takes them and he shoves them back, right? And I catch them right before they fall off. So I have to I freak when I catch these plates, and I'm like, we just dropped down to third place. I hate this job. I want to be a musician. And I just dump the plates over the edge, right? So what I tell everybody is that I shattered these plates and stormed out of there. But what actually happened is I accidentally pushed the plates too hard and they shattered. And I was like, I have to leave. I have to leave. So that's my departure from Red Lobster. But when I left there, I immediately went on tour for like 15 days, slept out of my car, had no cash lined up, stormed all the way up there, all the way up to New York, all the way up the East Coast, starved
Like
to
everyone
death.
does.
Yeah, starved to death. And then that began what has brought me here to you today,
That is
Alex.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So I'm a very anti-Red Lobster tuba player. That's my...
Every tuba player has their thing.
Right,
The
yeah.
anti-Red Lobster.
Yeah.
So we had spoken. You were doing the 506 show, and you had mentioned that you have a method of trying to have something new every day, or to post something up. Tell us about your whole method.
Well, I realized shortly after that tour that that I was an unemployed artist, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, do I keep working on my art from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., or do I try to tame it down and organize it a little bit? And after a while, I started setting myself. I'd get up at 8 a.m. It's like, do one big thing every day. Like, contact somebody, get in touch with somebody, create something, storm Facebook, do the Twitter phishing thing, which is something we've been pretty good at, fishing for people on Twitter. Just something every day. Be productive every single day. Be a professional. You know what I mean?
Which is great because that translates to anything, whatever your passion is.
Yeah.
Try to do something great every day.
Yeah, every
And
single
that's like
day.
your positive attitude and rock the heck out.
Yeah,
So before we go, I want to tell us a little bit about, you had a tuba conference this past weekend.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Electrobrass. It's the first conference to combine brass and electronics, which is kind of what's going on here. I don't know if you could hear it very well, but it's, it had the high part on top of the actual tuba part.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of changing the sound. And we had a really, really big turnout. Patrick Sheridan, Nat McIntosh from Youngblood Brass Band, Joe Murphy, just some of the greatest tuba players on the planet, like some of the most sought after guys showed up and really showed their support. And I got an endorsement after it. So
That's crazy.
yeah, I'm going to put my
That's
plug
so
here.
cool,
Jupiter Band Instruments. Yeah.
Jupiter Band Instruments.
Yeah, they pay me to
Jupiter
fly
Band
places now. So
And they can find you on Facebook, Matt Owen,
Yep.
Eclectic Tuba.
yeah, or
Eclectic.
eclectictuba.com. But if you go to electrictuba.com, it will take you to my website as well.
Cool. So go
Yeah.
with that and tell us
Awesome.
who is your drummer today?
My drummer over here is Stefan Gubinoff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a monster, man. He's a great
he's
drummer, great
killing
guy. Yeah, man.
Cool. Well, Matt, so make sure you go on eclectictuba.com or electrictuba.com.
Yeah, take your pick, man.
Yeah, check him out on Facebook. Matt, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey,
We're looking
thank you
forward
so
to your
much.
last song coming up.
Yeah,
Matt
man.
Owen, everybody. Matt Owen. Yes. Everyone get up and dance. Come on. Everyone come on. Hey, play us something. Play us something. Let's do it. Yeah. Looking for it. Almost there. Almost there.